Cool on Iran.
Hold on. Hold on. Hey, I got a show for y'all today. I got the one and only. He's coming. It's the homie, DJ Academics. If you all want to know, wait for the people to go out. I'm messing. I'm a trip, bro. I don't even know why I do what I do, bro. But I got a surprise for you guys today. I'm not gonna lie. When you come on this chat, let's get the camera in my face and let me introduce the one and only, formerly known as the artist, left foot, blue fish, red fish, the homie. Yeah, I don't know his name. What's his name? Do you know? The homie, Coach Tommy. Did you hear all that? Did you hear all that? The homie. Could you hear me still?
The homie.
Yeah.
I can definitely.
Sir homie. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Have you been there?
Yeah, have you been there? I mean, I think you shouldn't be able to talk about a place. At least you've relevantly been
You
there.
should talk about people like that. It doesn't even an expert.
Yeah.
I'm an expert in
Have you been to the crossing zones? Have you gone to the crossing zones? So how do you know if there's goods coming in and out of there? From reports, motherfucker. It's called ledger, motherfucker.
Yeah,
like
these
dumbass
people
questions.
that were champions of fucking objective truth.
Right.
All of a sudden, it's like, yo, dog.
It's subjective,
you got the
bro.
woke mind virus now, dog.
Facts. They be, man.
You're infected.
Bro, I'm let's see something real quick. Oh, that took away my question, bro. I wanted you to. Maybe I'm gonna have to go to my YouTube to see it. Yeah, we were people. I got a whole bunch of questions for Tommy today. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people probably do. Also, after the live we did before you got on, you should watch it. It's pretty good. Also, I've been watching, like, studying America and what our agencies have been doing. I've been looking at our agencies, and lately I've been looking at the FBI, right?
Yeah, fuck them.
I understand that,
Fuck
but
Boys
I'm talking about
Incorporated.
the undercover operations. Listen to this, right? There's a category that's a certain branch in FBI that goes after domestic terrorism just all in itself. And the amount of arrests that have happened within the last 10, 15 years with these strategic plans, militant plans of these nationalists are all, there's things all over in every state, and they're waiting to take over the government. Did you know this? That's crazy. It's diabolical, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Bro,
There's a bunch of
they're so
ATF
active.
pukes have been labeling entire segments of America First Amendmenters.
Wow.
Second Amendmenters. Does anybody understand how fucking perverse that is? Okay, the Department of Justice is composed of mainly 3 law enforcement agencies.
Yeah.
You have the Fuckboys Incorporated, the DEA, and then you have the ATF, a bunch of poli-sci majors that were, never touched a weapon their entire lives until training, and now they just want one so they could take years away.
Yeah.
Just in case you misgender them.
Yeah.
All right. I was talking to an FBI counterterrorism lady. Actually, we were just talking a bunch of shit over her on the last conference call. She, stupid bitch. I was like, look, you have at the Defense Language Institute in Monterey and, the Naval Postgraduate School, some of the most sensitive fucking intelligence hotspots for the whole Western world. The DLI is where we take the brightest kids from every agency and branch and teach them how to learn languages fluently in 6 months, and then throw them into version, turn them into interrogators, interpreters, spies, and they're being compromised by Chinese organized crime, the Chinese Communist Party, with North Korean nationals, and they're compromising these students no matter what they're studying, what language they're studying, what duty they have, whether or not they're an immigration attorney at the Naval Postgraduate School. Doesn't matter. They're compromising every single student, getting them into positions of blackmail, suicide,
Mm.
They get them addicted to fake love, drug. The FBI didn't give a fuck. You know what they cared about?
Mm.
Dark MAGA.
Dark MAGA.
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
I guess that's not the name
That's
I
the right
heard.
wing extremists
Yes,
that the
they're out
Department of
there.
Justice invented.
Bro, I hear what you're saying. Absolutely.
They don't know how to
Yeah,
catch criminals. They fucking
yeah,
only
they are.
recruit activists. So what they do is they take vulnerable people, generally people that are suffering from mental illness,
Mhm.
and they make sure they don't have family resources. They don't have support groups. And they do everything they can to not just incriminate. No, they coax these people into positions that are beyond the definition of entrapment.
Mm.
And the fact that any dipshit working for them can get caught on the Project Veritas going on a fucking blind date.
Speaking about Project Veritas, you hear the dude O'Keefe? He went radio silent. He put. I'll show you. I'm gonna show you that today too.
Damn.
Yeah. He says, "I'm afraid for my life. I am not suicidal. I'm going dark. This one scares me."
Well, I'm surprised.
What do you think that's about?
It's now.
What do you?
Everything,
bring that
dog.
up. What?
So look.
Go ahead. Talk about it while I bring it up so I can show you.
When I was this patient advocate, stem cell activist.
Okay.
Right. You all learned about Planned Parenthood selling baby parts for stem cell research because of me. I put that on 4chan and Reddit, and that's where he took it upon himself, because I said, look, we need to be able to prove that this isn't just isolated to a couple different doctors in some areas, that this is institutional wide.
Yeah.
And that Planned Parenthood is, in fact, hiding these transactions to behoove biotech companies and Nestle, et cetera, as if these were independent activities on the efforts solely of individual doctors that just happen to work at Planned Parenthood.
Right.
Well, Project Veritas took that information. They took that challenge.
Isn't O'Keefe this guy who's the head of Project Veritas? Isn't he?
Yes.
He's in that, right?
Yes.
This his shit.
No, he started it. That's
he
his whole
started
thing.
it. Right.
But he's the one that's going on these blind dates with, whether he's pretending to be gay, straight, doesn't even matter. But he's taking these executives from BlackRock, doo-doo idiot fucking analysts from the agency, everybody that's connected to the actual globalist, deep state, transhuman agenda. And he's not interrogating them.
Mm.
They're fucking trying to impress him.
Mm-hmm.
And they're willing to give up all kinds of information. These people, the worst are the ones that contracted for both the FBI and the CIA, because they have nothing to do with each other.
Well, for the
They
people
just
that
wanna
don't know
be
it,
someone.
can you quickly? I know it is, but give a quick, brief summary of what Project Veritas is, and so they know why this guy, so they have a little
Project
background.
Veritas is the only real organic investigative journalism that we have here in America, and that's been powerful and effective enough to become almost near like mainstream.
Yeah.
As soon as he goes on a date with someone from BlackRock, an analyst from the agency or the UN.
So you think this is just to blow shit up? All right, watch this real quick before you say anything. Tell me if you believe this, or is this just publicity?
I'm going dark.
No, it's not publicity.
I'm not suicidal.
Look, just listen.
I do not.
I'm going dark. I'm not suicidal. Pray for me. This one scares me, guys.
This one scares me, guys. So you don't think that's publicity? You think he's going dark for a good reason? Because maybe he
What's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Right.
He might, you know what? They probably approached him and made a choice, and he's on the choice right now. That's why he's going dark. He's being bought as we speak.
I don't think that's it.
Okay.
Now, I will tell you that in Sean Ryan's case, he knew he was being played. All right. He doesn't choose who gets onto that show. He's not the psyop, right? Jeremy's producer chooses, and that random fuck that was on Twitter who had the manifesto.
Oh,
That was
what?
full of shit.
You're talking about of Epstein?
No.
What
The
manifesto?
manifesto from our boy Matt that blew up the Cybertruck with fireworks. Any fucking person with basic Green Beret ability,
Which is not
like
a lot.
well, no, I mean, no, not that many people, but he was a Green Beret,
Okay.
right?
I hear you saying.
And we'd be able to. I'm not a Green Beret, but we'd be able to blow up a fucking Cybertruck, an electric truck.
Yeah,
on
I know
its
what you're
own.
talking
You don't
about. I
need
remember
fireworks.
that. Mm-hmm.
But you know who owned those rentals?
Oh.
As in the rental car for both the terrorists in New Orleans and in Las Vegas? Chelsea Clinton.
Yeah, yo, who's worse, Hillary or Chelsea? Or better question, do you think Chelsea will be another Hillary?
I don't think anybody could be another Hillary.
I know that's an evil bitch, bro. Listen,
but
if you had to do the top 3 most evilest women, what would be your top 3?
3 of them, I fucked them all. I can tell you that.
Nah, I'm Hillary Clinton's up there for me on my top 3.
She is.
She is.
Uma Abedin is pretty bad.
Who's Uma Abedin? Why would she make your
Uma
top list?
Abedin is the Islamic assistant to her that was married to the Jewish pedophile congressman Anthony Weiner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And had everything to do with trying to clean Hillary Clinton's involvement in the trafficking of children from Haiti.
All right, who's your number 3 then? That's terrible, bro.
No, the bitches that I knew are way worse
someone
than
personal,
in the public.
Bruh, I got you. Do you know the story? One, Hillary Clinton, definitely. I think she's my numero uno. Just so much shit wrapped around Hillary Clinton and Benghazi, Gaddafi. I go on and on. Fucking secretaries.
I got some screenshots,
bro.
Text with Hillary Clinton. I can show you that shit.
Say no more. You know, Deion Sanders' ex-wife is on there. And there's that bitch.
Beyonce.
Not above Deion Sanders' ex-wife. I don't know. I don't know.
Ex-wives are bad, though.
Bro, what?
She's not going to be a real ex-wife.
Let me show you something.
Not Beyonce.
Let me show you something. Bro, this right here. She also tried. What you're not about to hear. She tried to like brainwash her children to be the opposite sex. You know, Shador Sanders, who's a quarterback right now for the draft.
Yeah.
And, try to say they're like gods, like different type of gods.
Jada Pinkett
like
Smith's doing that.
Bro, some crazy shit, bro.
That's Will Smith's Illuminati sacrifice. Make sure his son's a girl and his girl's a son.
She tried to get Primetime killed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she tried to kill him. You know what I mean? She tried to kill him.
Yeah, I know what time it is.
People are trying to kill people everywhere.
Yeah, but
you know, the biggest fucking indication that they suck at it is they tried. I mean, that sounds kind of like you know, diabolical, but like all of you people in America wouldn't be in a good place right now at all if human nature didn't require people do that effectively.
Listen. You can see the quarter. You can see the computer, right?
Yeah. No, not the third screen.
You can't? Oh, I got you.
Nah.
I know why. Because I switched back in and out. Come on. Share my screen with my boy. Listen to the homie. Listen to the homie. You can see it now. Right?
Yes.
All right, listen.
Deion Sanders' ex-wife, Pilar Sanders, tried to have him murdered. Deion Sanders' ex-wife, Pilar Sanders, kidnapped their children and tried to get them to join a cult. Deion Sanders' ex-wife was cheating on him in his home, and when he caught her cheating in his home, she called the police and said he abused her. Deion Sanders' ex-wife jumped him in front of their 2 children with another woman. Deion Sanders' ex-wife called and lied multiple times about police about him abusing her.
Dog.
Deion Sanders'
ex-wife
took almost everything he owned and he was worth in their court battle for custody of the children and alimony. Deion Sanders' ex-wife is pure evil, and I see you bitches on here trying to like sensationalize her and talk about how pretty she is and trying to make her an icon. That bitch is dirt. She is a scum of the earth dirtbag. She's one of the worst human beings to be.
Yeah, bro, I know. It's triggering when you know a lot of people that have been falsely accused of hitting women or raping them or something, and they go to prison for being innocent. Bro, I know. I don't think women understand that. And you know what? Women that do that fuck it up for women and men.
You know,
They fuck it up for both of us, bro.
They
fuck it up because it makes it illegitimate for when women say.
Oh yeah,
it's so fucked up.
But they also do more things. Like, it's totally okay for women to just fucking tell anybody that they fucked you when they don't even know you.
Yeah, bro, for like clout. Man, listen, bro, I see. That's why I listen, man. We're the backbone and everything. But yeah, she's on my Mount Rushmore, bro. That bitch is done up. She tried to initiate her children into a cult. If it wasn't for Deion Sanders, them kids would be crazy. They would be like Dwayne Wade's kids. No offense. I'm just saying that's
children
something.
Learn
something
empathy
going on. Yeah, absolutely,
fathers.
absolutely. That's why my son is a loving kid the way he is. That is facts. That's big facts.
See, toxic masculinity is the absence of masculinity.
That there's no such thing. That's a made-up term to.
It is a made-up term.
Yeah,
it's a made-up term, part of a war on masculinity.
Yeah.
And that war on masculinity is the same Luciferian shit that puts black men in dresses.
Yeah.
It makes sure, like, you know, dude. Okay, so this is a rabbit hole.
All right,
when I was in Liberia.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now, we're told Liberia was established by freed slaves that were sent back to Africa. That's what's called Liberia.
Yeah.
In fact, the capital of Liberia is Monrovia, which is named after President Monroe, who established it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what else is established there that's not existing anywhere else in Africa?
Where?
The institution of fucking Illuminati version Satanism. See,
Illuminati versus Satanism? Is that what you just said?
Illuminati version.
Oh, version. Oh, okay.
As in, okay, so black magic all over Earth is identical. When I was in Nigeria, we had witch doctors that were doing blessing protection rituals over us because there were other witch doctors doing the same shit for the Russian troops or the Russian mercenaries. And black magic requires same blood sacrifice ritual all over it, from Iceland and Mexico, right?
Yeah.
But in Liberia, it is something very different. When young men, especially actually the child soldiers, are conducting these massacres, right? They have to fire these fully automatic weapons into crowds of people dressed as women. That is their rite of passage. They have to do all of their slaughter in a dress.
Really?
Now, yeah,
so
that's unique to Liberia.
So you're telling me, oh wow, why is that so similar to our ritual that we do for humiliation with
because,
comedians?
See, in the United States,
yeah,
and what connects both Liberia and the American Illuminati? Well, America. Okay. Now, the emasculation of black men. It's not about targeting black men specifically. It's about targeting masculinity.
Yeah. Black's just a psyop.
Yeah, it is. See, racism was invented by people who weren't racist. The first slave owners in the continental America, before it was a country, were black, and they legitimized slavery through a legal act from court. It was a court mandate that fucking legalized owning other people. Now, when you come and conquer another people, you enslave them.
Yep.
But you can never conquer another people without the assistance of the indigenous.
That's true. Yeah, talk about, that's so true. So that's so true.
We have
their own people sell them out. That's right.
The Black Illuminati, the Black Lodge of the Illuminati.
The Boule, yeah.
Coincidence? The Boule?
Yeah, they still run shit. They just don't know. I believe they're ahead of everything. I believe
dude, it's so nightmarish, the fucking delusional North Korean world that we live in.
Korean War. I like that. Yeah, that's
It's-
what it is.
it's
That's
North
what it is.
Korea.
That is. It is. It is. In retrospect, absolutely. They just don't know it.
Everything controlled by Zionists.
Yeah.
But that's the way.
That's
you
why
don't
it's so
realize you're in
important to
prison.
start educating and making people aware that, listen, we got to start future casting, right? And you got robotics and AI coming out right now as we speak. So that's why I asked ChatGPT, what would be a successful foundational based society where people would actually live prosperous equally financially? And of course, they would be incentivized. They gave so many things because, economy still got to go. Just the workers aren't making or generating the economy no more. Now you can just have people spending money that's already being made from these corporations. That's why they're really the president. They're already doing it that way. Mm-hmm. They just want this whole illusion of getting your foot on your neck to pay taxes to a government. You know who we're really paying to? The elite. Yeah. We're not paying to the government. And it's they're printing the money. That's why it's like
the real elite hide behind
it's all
that
fake
label.
now. Yeah.
It's always been fake.
It's all fake now.
There's elite, and then there's those who hide behind the elite.
Yeah.
And then there's those who constitute what others consider to be the elite that have no idea they'd be considered that. Because people still talk about the top 1%. There's 4 fucking million people in the top 1%.
Yeah, but
right?
that's that top 1%. That just shows you how much a billion is.
No. Out of that 4 million.
Yeah.
There's a darker circle of people that are all inbred. Yeah,
inbred, right? I think they're reincarnating, bro. I'm gonna keep it real.
The Rothschilds have a policy to keep things, and they marry only people with their last name.
There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. You remember that hot mic that I picked up? The Queen's Death's Irreversible? That thing always gets me. Certain things bother me. Also, you know what bothers me? You know about that Area 51 radio station when a dude ran out and then got unalive from somehow a heart attack, who called the radio station, and with him talking on the radio station, the power went out?
Yeah, coast to coast.
Yes. Well, he said that there's dangerous areas where the government knows about. And honestly, if you know this, the majority of the population does live within 100 miles of the coast. Yep. And so that you should think about that. I'm actually glad I'm in the heartland of Tennessee near the mountains right now. All you central in the area, you're lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fortunate enough that the part of California that I'm in is so cut off and like almost deliberately cut off from the rest of the highways or anything like that. We have to have our own airport.
Is it also true that there's no constitution within the first 100 miles of the ocean? You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, no.
You know what I'm talking about,
waters?
No. I'm talking about land, brother. You might not know.
The law of the land and maritime law are different.
I understand that, but I'm pretty sure they did something. They enacted some bill or something that put the first 100 or 60 miles. I'm pretty sure it's 100 though. First 100 miles within land is non-constitutional or something. There's a way they ratified something. I'm trying to tell you. If I look it up and find it, you're gonna.
Yeah. Well, I mean, today I heard that they're.
It's like to enact martial law for them to grab you up. It's all having to do with martial law, so they're able to just grab you and without no legal obligation. I'm dead serious.
And meanwhile, everyone's thinking it's Republican versus Democrat.
Nah,
I'm like, dog, we all have lunch in the same place and laugh at you, and then have you argue about abortion and shit. They don't believe they're the same species of human.
Bro, Trump and all the Republicans just passed that they can deport citizens now. Did you see that?
Yeah.
You see the plan, guys? Huh? That's scary. They can deport citizens now? They're voting on that? Why the fuck
if they're
would
voting
they do?
on it, they can't do it
No,
yet.
they voted. They all passed it. Now it's
do.
getting up. It's moving up. Bro, that's I'm telling you, it's not.
I mean, if it's moving up, it's not completely passed.
No, it's not. But the first part got
worse
passed.
things are going to be enacted.
Yes, I'm just trying to tell you. You got to look at their energies, man. Stop telling us calling us crazy.
Oh, it's not crazy.
No, bro. I pay attention to right shit. I think it's crazy that people are defending the actions of that.
Is so that anyone who is paying attention is labeled crazy.
Yeah.
But the real goal
that's crazy.
Is so that you believe yourself to be crazy.
Fuck no. Listen.
No, but that's the goal.
But how can, if you're conscious and you understand you have all control of every faculty, how the fuck can they convince you of that?
How are you able to walk around outside and not see how stupid everyone else is?
Yeah, that's crazy. Right. It is true, bro.
Like you have these thoughts And it's
Yeah,
naturally you, 'cause they're your own
exactly.
thoughts.
You, if you
I
only
mean,
knew.
you thought it was absurd that anybody could not have an inner monologue. I did too.
It's impossible though. If everything's conscious,
No.
yes, it is. Listen to what
No.
I'm saying, bro.
They-
if
no,
you're
no, but
giving
their
more
monologue
respect, it
isn't
doesn't matter.
words.
You just told me that when it came to cloning these people, they would send their own consciousness and that
Yeah, but
so
they're
you're
seeing
telling
images.
me that dude who's got my consciousness, but we're separate beings and everything, that dude has inner dialogue. You're not going to tell me robots are going to be able to have inner dialogue
no.
any. Listen,
But somebody
bunnies,
else
dogs,
with
everything.
a fucking fucked up brain.
But bro,
getting
that
that
means
fucked
you
up brain
can't
copied is-
contemplate though. Listen to what I'm saying. You can't
They
recollect
contemplate without
memories.
verbs.
That's
without
bullshit.
words.
That's like saying you
Really?
dream without pictures.
Well,
I
okay.
dream, but I don't see nothing. I'm blind.
Listen. I had to go through the mental gymnastics to try to
It
make sense
doesn't
of
make
this
sense
as well.
from a spiritual
It
sense.
doesn't, but it does. Think about this though. What happens to people who
They're
are
not
never
human
taught a
then.
language?
What? They don't know it.
No.
But they
Are you
know a
saying somebody
language.
who-
You do.
They develop a language on their own.
Your mind adapts
But
to
does
what
that
it knows.
mean that they're voicing it out?
Yeah. If
Because
they're-
we were all
why
telepathic
would they
beings
not? Why would
before
they
we
not
started
voice it out?
verbalizing.
Do they speak English? Do they speak English?
No. I'm saying if there are
Then they're
people-
voicing shit out.
I don't. That these people emphatically tell me they don't.
They're
And I still
they're
don't
just
get it.
too stupid.
But
they don't understand it. That they're conscious fucking beings.
No,
They just-
I would have assumed that.
Mm-mm.
But there was one person that really, I believe them
I don't.
when they tell me that
Then I want to
in
cut
their
them open.
head,
I want to cut them open.
it's not words. Yeah, but it'll be like cracking open a computer and be like,
Exactly.
the files are
Hey,
in the computer.
Again, another aspect. You can believe there's dark fucking matter, but not motherfucking inner dialogue.
I believe that we all inner dialogue, but there's something happening in that brain where it's just images. Because dolphins are the same.
I got
Well,
what
the
you're saying.
dolphins have way
I'll
higher
agree to
IQ
disagree.
than what we thought. Yeah, let's agree to that.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I'm not
agree to-
disagreeing. I'm just saying
I
it's
am.
a
I completely-
possibility.
Because I'm looking at it from a spiritual sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? You're trying to translate the language of how they see or hear or have inner dialogue from seeing to sounds.
They're not using the language.
Bro, you
There's
think
no
in your
sound.
head. It's just thinking. When you think, it's inner dialogue.
Well, what about
1,000%.
deaf people?
Deaf people. What about blind people?
I mean, they
Do
could
dream
read,
when
but
they
I
sing?
don't. They never heard these words.
Bro,
What
your
about blind people?
brain.
They got braille
Again,
popping up in their
your
fucking heads?
brain. It's your brain. Your brain comprehends and creates your reality.
Yeah.
So therefore, that right then and there,
I
if
just
you're
don't know.
creating
I don't know
your
what it looks
reality,
like.
brother,
I can't imagine.
I
it.
understand, but listen to what I'm saying from foundationally. If you're creating your reality, you're telling me you can do that but not have inner dialogue? Get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Think about it. Foundationally. I can't wait to trip with you. We're going to have great conversations. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I'm going to fuck y'all heads up with so much shit.
Let's just like interview some
yeah,
people that claim they
absolutely.
don't got a fucking
Bro,
thing.
there's going to be like 5 or 6 of
You
us
know?
on a time on here. You know what I mean?
And then we could experiment on 'em.
I'm sorry, Michelle. I'll stop yelling on the mic. But yeah, man.
I've
I'm
never
loud.
experimented on anybody.
I
never have.
You probably have, you sicko. You
No. Like mind game shit. I don't even like that stuff.
Yeah. I'm with you.
But
man.
like wearing
I
a
gotta
suit,
find
seeing
that.
how many people jaywalk with me is different.
How you would do that to PSYOP? How many people jaywalk with me? Let's see if I do color coordination. Damn, I'm so mad. I wish I still had that. Maybe I do. I put that up there. Oh, man.
I think that it's a good idea if we were to raise money to buy an island and make it totally self-sustaining, make the currency a type of crypto.
Yeah.
And if we buy that island from another country, cheap, like from the Philippines, I could finagle things with the governments, especially a shittier country.
You can open dialogue up with the governments.
Very, very easily.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we gotta get
Anybody
it popping,
can.
man. Then make sure you bring band. We gotta talk. We definitely gotta talk when you get to Tennessee, I can't wait to
I mean,
pick
it's
y'all
not
up.
hard. I mean, all you have to do is reach out to the governments and
I hear what you're saying.
bypass like the standard channels.
Which office would? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What would be the channels of communication? Would that be like what office would that be? Who would you have to write? The director?
Depending on the country.
Okay.
And I wouldn't go
say
straight for like
Tanzania.
the ministry.
Would you have to go through the embassy?
I wouldn't go through my embassy.
Okay.
I wouldn't want our embassy knowing anything about
Any
it. I want this
information on what you're
completely
doing.
Independent.
What your business
Yes,
is?
because I want this to be independent of any American endeavor.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be contacting anybody from any embassies. I would probably want to go towards people that just have power over the individuals working within the government. Like people who own construction companies, electric companies, like things like that. Military figures, etc. Especially in countries that aren't like ours. Going after technocrats, like trying to
That's why.
influencing them. No, what I want to do is have like a fat ass mushroom party on the golf courses, like a private golf course, for like a week.
We got to
right?
show the public first that this
And-
is real. let's let the public. Once the public sees people went on trips, they're going to be asking, "I want to go on that next one."
Oh,
they're going to be
this
so
alone.
gassed. You're right. They're going to
I
be
was
so
going to
gassed.
invite a bunch of politicians to a private party on a mansion on a
I'll
golf
be
course,
gangster. Smoke some
which is a
rocks,
fucking Airbnb in Pebble Beach.
shoot some dope.
We'll have a trip out room. I got a bunch of therapists and shit.
Will we
but,
have masks
you know,
on? Will
yeah.
will
Well, the
everyone
idea
be
is to get
naked?
Gavin Newsom,
Will Gavin Newsom?
all these people, and in another room.
Hunter
We just need to
Biden?
have all these people.
Hunter
No, I don't like him. I just want everybody on blow, not blow. That's what can't have Hunter there. No, I'd want everybody on shrooms. Everybody's having a fucking spiritual awakening, and then I have dominance of influence over what's going on there.
Fucking sociology and psychology, fuck them. Do you know about sociology?
I just do it like we were in kids. I took it.
It's basic ball.
I majored in psychology.
Yeah, but
and I
that's
took
basic ball too.
sociology, Yeah.
Tell me how
I
the
only
government.
majored in psychology. It was a late registration, and that's where all the hot bitches were.
You know what's so crazy about sociology? It tells you how the government controls people.
Well, yeah. Hollywood also does that.
That's no shit. But that's crazy.
Yeah, well,
you can learn right to your face. The government controls the world, like not the way you think,
But
but
you know why?
in a different way.
In Men in Black,
Yo,
there's a very famous line.
what?
People are stupid. People are smart.
Yeah,
but-
yeah,
no,
you're right.
a
A
person is
person
smart,
is smart. People are dumb,
But people are
irrational. It's true.
stupid, dumb, dangerous, angry
Yes.
animals.
Very true.
But this is the common philosophy that binds everyone in the agenda that wants to rob you of your ability to think for yourself to your face.
You know, do you think we should trip on stream?
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, when I lose the ability to be able to do this, except for like it's like I talk
Maybe
through
you think that.
telepathy. No. I have a video on my phone.
Well, it depends on what
Of
kind
me
of shrooms,
tripping.
how many shrooms. And if it's acid, is it orange sunshine? Is that purple rain?
It's legal. It's legal stuff. We don't have nothing illegal.
I know
We
it's
don't-
legal.
We don't do that
I don't
stuff.
do anything illegal.
Nah. If I would trip out, like they have ayahuasca retreats you can do. I want to do
Yeah.
that, but it's too expensive.
Yeah. Oh, I'll talk to Jennifer.
Say no more. That's the homie. I'm trying to go to Dimension 7. I'm tired of 5.
Yeah.
I've seen 5 too many times.
Well, she could send us a bunch of like San Pedro like that. She's growing fucking
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm a hippie, bro. Straight up.
The
Isn't it crazy the
mescaline
hippie
is
agenda though
alcohol.
was a CIA operation? Can you explain that?
I don't think it's crazy. Okay, so well, there's many
Why
different
would-
levels of it.
Why would they use
and it surpasses
spirituality?
CIA.
Yeah, but it almost, I think they did it on purpose so that
Because
people would
when
later
you
on
do that,
discredit
you-
the spirituality aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think that's
That-
why.
Why I thought you were.
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody came to that conclusion ever, except for maybe an author that was trying to investigate or cover what happened with fucking
Yeah.
Charles Manson.
It's like reverse psychology.
Okay, the whole hippie metaphysical movement really started with figures like Madame Blavatsky,
Madame Blavatsky.
with the Lama. All right, now all of the intellectuals of the 19th century and early 20th century, they were going to mainly Ivy League schools. Well, the universities, academia in America had been thoroughly taken over by Marxists and what we call red diaper babies, communists born
Red diaper baby.
in the United States to parents from Russia. But that communist revolution was pretty much entirely financed and organized by the Rockefellers and Carnegies and the Vanderbilts. They financed Lenin, they financed Marx, and before that, their ancestors, they financed fucking Karl Marx and Engels in Germany to spread Marxism, and they paid for the books to be printed. So if you look in like in any buildings in the United States, especially the United Nations buildings, they'll match the Masonic temples or like Rosicrucian.
Some of them got crazy geometry.
Oh, well, there's a sacred geometry which they hijacked.
Yes, they got crazy
the
geometry.
Same way the Catholic Church hijacked magic and told everybody that that's witchcraft.
Yeah, no, that's religion,
right?
But yeah.
There's religion. Well, they're both religions. There's Luciferian and then you have a Luciferian hijacking of Christianity.
Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button.
Institutions exist on having their masses, which is Marxist terminology, be completely unaware of it. The word sheeple comes from the secret societies, because what binds everyone, whether you're a Rosicrucian, a Templar, Mason, a luminary, what it is
a luminary is a
the
Luciferian,
idea,
right?
They're all Luciferians. A luminary is of the illuminated.
What do you mean, like the moon,
brotherhood?
the
but
Saturn?
we have hella females and stuff.
I got what you're saying.
So they're different lodges, different orders, but they're all Luciferian occults. They're Kabbalistic.
Kabbalism.
Now, with the sexual revolution and the cultural revolution of the 60s that were fueled with LSD, well, LSD is incredibly hard to make, especially from making it from ergotamine, right? It's not crystal meth. Crystal meth's very easy to make.
Yeah, I mean, is it?
Acid isn't.
Is it?
They spread.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, compared to LSD.
Is it? I mean, everyone would be making.
Yeah.
Compared to that, yes, you need an actual chemist that knows.
Dude, I can make like 5 grams of that shit in a fucking lava lamp.
MDMA is the same
in 48
way,
hours.
You need MDMA.
Methyldoxylene, methamphetamine.
Same shit, though. It's the same shit.
Yes. Also, something produced by the U.S. Army.
Yeah. That's crazy work. You need a chemist to do that as well, though.
You do.
You do.
But with LSD, the only distinction I'm making is like you need a real chemist and expensive things.
Right.
And they spread it all over the world.
Yeah, it's all pharmaceutical.
To trigger this revolution where everybody thought they were finding the man. The man was giving them the drugs. The man is the drug dealer. And no one can see that.
That's our
the MK Ultra of people not being able to understand that the DEA is the equivalent to the women who, when they got the right to vote, made alcohol illegal. They don't know anything about addiction. All right. The OGs at the top know what the get down is. And then you have a bunch that just make money through the corruption. Because what else are you going to do? If you know you're not going to actually fight the flow of drugs and that your existence is to save face.
Yeah.
That we have to maintain a huge flow of these drugs into the U.S. for many reasons, but economically, the black market organ trade, all right, people dying of overdoses, the rehab industry, the health insurance industry, the psych industry.
That's funny you said the health insurance agency. Don't you know they just passed where they're right now hospitals have been taking women that have no kids and over the age of 25 their organs? That's like a law that got passed. Some shit. I can show. Yeah, I can show you. There's just some shit going on, bro.
And you know what?
Stay the fuck out them hospitals, huh?
Oh yeah, stay away.
Stay the fuck out them hospitals, guys. Seriously, stay out them fucking hospitals, bro. Unless it's like broken bone.
When I launched,
I'm trying to tell y'all something. Yeah.
There's no such thing as being brain dead. When someone wakes up from a coma, people will talk about it like it's a rare miracle.
Yeah.
I've literally had somebody with half of his dome.
Yeah, I've seen a
gone
piece of face shot off to yeah.
at me.
That's
right?
crazy. And they're
I've had
conscious,
some
right?
dude-
Conscious, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean,
God
there's
bless 'em.
no head injury that's consistent.
To
like,
what they
I
describe.
got the day I got fucking shot in the head.
So you think it's
right?
induced? Is that what you're claiming right now? That this is all induced brain damage and they just do that to pull the plug? You think that's narrative? Is that what you're saying?
No, not induced.
Not induced,
Ignored
but say
and
that.
excused.
Say it's just a narrative they use to say
It's a
fuck
narrative.
it. It's a narrative.
Yes, the brain
Wow.
dead is an artificial narrative.
Wow.
So they could justify harvesting organs.
I gotta look into that.
And my life was threatened because of it.
Really, that's what I'm saying. If your life is threatened
yeah.
behind that, there's evidence behind or to support what you're saying.
And then Jack Barsky,
there has to be.
He told me, he's like, bro, I'm very worried. Like what he said was, you are walking a tightrope with no
safety net. Yeah, jinx.
And yeah. Now you owe me some coke.
I need 2 pennies. You're my boy, bro.
I've cooties.
Shit's real,
fucking yellow 5 and cooties.
Yellow 5 and cooties. You remember the old? Before we get back on topic, fuck that. You remember the old Barney jokes? I hate you. You hate me. Barney gave me HIV.
Barney touches kids today.
Yeah, all that stupid shit. Nah, you ain't American. Give me an original Barney song, hate song. I got like 20 of them.
I like.
You ain't American. You're an Asian, bro. How old are you? You was born in America.
You love me. I think we're nothing.
Nah, he's not an American. He's not an American, bro.
I'm not.
You're not. If you can't give me, and you're fucking born in the 80s, you can't give me a Barney diss song. That's how we're gonna have to start.
I don't know.
You gotta give me a Barney diss song, bro. That's fucking real shit.
Diarrhea.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Diarrhea.
Oh yeah. Cha cha cha.
When you're walking down the hall, then you feel it down your balls.
Diarrhea. Cha cha cha. Yeah. Okay. All right. That passes. That passes.
Remember when sports movies didn't suck?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just like Rookie of the Year and a broken arm, like whoop. But like. We had Little Giants, the fucking Sandlot.
Yeah, that's a American classic.
Movies with the shit. It is a classic.
American classic, bro. I was listening to a song.
Like,
hey, yo, tell them why they don't promote R&B no more, and they only promote fucking like rap and pop music and rock and country. Tell them why they don't promote R&B, because it's all about love and the union of a man and a woman, and they stopped promoting R&B. Bro, I listened to a song today that was from the 80s. And it made me cry because it made me realize why you don't hear R&B like the R&B like that no more.
No, it's mumble rap now.
And it just and the shit she said in the song, bro. Yeah, it is. Music is a power. Music is magic. People don't realize that. It's chanting.
It is.
It is. It really
it's sound
is.
Frequency hypnosis. And that's what fills the prison system.
Yes.
Why do you think
that's why they had that contract?
Mascot for the
Bulls
Empire of the MTV Movie Awards.
Oh yeah,
Dusseldorf is our man that never landed on the moon.
Yeah, man, it's some real shit, bro. It's diabolical,
dude. All the hoods all over Europe, from Frankfurt to fucking Berlin, Paris, Marseille, Birmingham, they're crack infested and heroin addicted.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and when I was in Glasgow. Scotland was covered in methadone.
That's crazy. Methadone. Why were they covered in methadone?
Yeah.
Were they doing opiates out there? Well, Afghanistan is right there.
Dude, as soon as when we went to Afghanistan in 2002, we took over 90% of the world's opium.
Yeah,
production.
No shit. That's where all.
It wasn't the heroin production. Now it's the heroin production. But every single coalition country.
Heroin comes from the opium plant, bro.
Well, no. You take anhydride, pour it over the fucking.
But it comes from opium.
Opium
you know what I mean? You can't make heroin without opium.
Exactly. But now in Afghanistan, let's see, the way that fucking heroin was produced before we went in Afghanistan. It was mainly grown and controlled by the Jews in Lebanon, and it would go from Lebanon to Turkey, where it would be processed into heroin before it would land in Marseille, or it would go to Sicily, and then it would be processed into heroin.
Mm.
But since we invaded Afghanistan, which is a bigger source of
The
opium,
procuring of crops.
there's
cash crop.
Yeah.
Cash crop.
well, all of the refining into heroin is happening in Afghanistan, but
Yeah.
they can't do it without America because
No,
the
they're the
chemical
guns,
company
bro.
that manufactures and supplies the anhydride is
Mhm.
a Mormon company in America.
Burlington County, Bergen County, Michelle. I was born and raised out of Burlington, and then when I got out of prison, I moved up to Bergen. Go ahead, continue.
Yeah, like so. Oh, right outside of Hoboken is another office of these people.
Yeah,
A lot. You know what? I've been to war with a lot of people from Hoboken.
really. That's right.
What's
That's
up
my
with
hood.
the
That's
whole
my hood.
thing
That's
about,
where, that's
you know,
where I buy
fucking
my
Frank
rocks, bro.
Sinatra?
That's where I buy my rocks, believe it or not. Hoboken, New Jersey.
Well,
Jersey
fuck
City.
Frank Sinatra.
Hoboken's right next to Jersey City, which is right across the riverway. Like I could take the train. My son, I took him to New York City all the time, bro. Where'd this guy go, man?
I had to unlock my thing.
Oh, there we go. Make
Yeah,
sure
I lived on
you-
Havemeyer next to Williamsburg Bridge.
You fat. You from my hood. You from my hood. Throw it up.
Hipster land.
Yeah, big brim.
There's so many hipsters in New York. It's not dirty though. New York has cleaner air than LA. Okay? Than LA.
Listen, brother, you never been to Newark. I'm from Jersey, so it's Newark. You know what I mean? You've never been to Newark. You know what I mean? But it's
You want to go
to
to
y'all,
44th
to
Street
you,
over
it's
there?
it's Newark.
Nobody talks like that.
Nobody. Go get the car. Go to the shopping cart with the parking
But,
lot.
every time I go out over to Martha's Vineyard,
It's
my
Newark.
family's from
It's
Rhode
Newark,
Island.
nigga.
Yeah.
Go to Newark. All right? People like Newark. No.
All you New Yorkers, I don't know.
New Yorkers.
Us New Englanders, we sound a little
New
bit different.
Englanders. Yeah, it's Boston. They sound just like the same, just a little twang.
Well,
It's
yeah,
weird.
from Boston.
That's why Philly different. Philly country compared to up top Jersey. But I lived in South Jersey, right? And they used to call us country. Then I went to prison. Then I lived up north. And then I came back down south. And then I realized down South Jersey and Philly is way country compared to New York and North Jersey. They're country as hell. It's like Tennessee country. They country as hell out
Hey,
here.
bro, would you want to be part of like a prison outreach? Fucking
Hell yeah, I'll go speak
like,
to people. Bro, I can
really?
speak it. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
dude,
done.
bro. Okay. After this, we're gonna get on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay, so my boy, the evil fucking psychologist did this stupid shit to my group of friends. Like, fucking had an intervention for me for joining thing. Well, he's the clinical director of CDRC at San Quentin.
Mm-hmm.
And his uncle's some big old CEO that
LA?
starts these fucking.
San Quentin.
Oh no, San Quentin.
What? But that's in Cali. That's CDC,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, CDCR.
CDCR. Yeah. I've never been there.
He's the clinical director of CDCR over San
Bro,
Quentin.
you got me. That's
No,
gangland,
see-
bro.
No. It's
But go
because of
ahead,
the connections through the prison system where
CDC.
we avoid that,
Yeah.
right? He plays basketball. He create they create these basketball leagues where
word.
go
Yeah, I'm with it.
and play basketball with the prisoners. But what if
I can ball.
you could inspire people to become seekers of truth in an organized way?
Yeah.
Because
You like what do you want me to like
if they're
set
able to
up a
see,
militia? Or you just want me to wake
Let's not
souls
say
up?
that.
I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm not off no shit like that. And I always say that, listen, I'm about unity in a loving way. That's why
Exactly.
that's why I'm not domestic like all these others. These bro, what the FBI were taking down and how they were describing how they're trained militarily. Like, bro, I'm like, because the FBI,
they're not that good.
they're not, but he had training though. There's a difference between someone who has training with a weapon and who doesn't. The whole way they flip their magazines, everything. You know, there's a difference. If they're like someone who doesn't know guns is not going to be able to use a gun properly. I'm just kidding. They can shoot it, but they go.
It's true.
It's different being trained. It really is.
Yeah, I like that advantage.
It is. Well, he
You know
was
what's better
seeing
than
there.
training? Like experience.
Of course, wisdom will always
Just,
beat knowledge. Always, bro. You got that. But the FBI agent was saying he was shocked by how training and militant these people were. And I'm like, whoa, what were they trying to do? They were trying to cause like a 50-state coup. He's not lying, bro.
Yeah.
He was showing it was all actual case log.
You know
You know what I mean? With pictures and evidence
being
and everything.
surprised at the training of
Oh,
Did an
oh, that's
FBI
what he's
agent
lying?
say-
Oh, okay. They say
Is
their
he
forms
surprised
be
that
all on the
because
internet.
No, that's all part of a psyop to get people to be afraid of the American people.
Nah, listen, I hear what you're saying, but this is an independent person. This wasn't on no mainstream media. I had to go seek it for this. Like, I could show it to you now.
Yeah. I mean, this guy was an FBI agent who is now afraid.
Undercover, retired. No.
of
He's not afraid. He was retired and was just, he does training on it. And he was telling people.
Oh, no, so he's probably caught off guard at the level of the
he was just talking about
FBI SWAT teams.
Bro, yeah, he says.
The tactical teams. They didn't have that shit for people back in the day. The vast majority of FBI special agents do not know how to fire away.
You're so biased,
tie their shoes.
Listen, I'm not
just biased. I would never trust one of them to fucking take care of a goldfish.
But because of who you are, I'm not even like talking about who's better or not. You automatically go through that. Like, remember, you automatically.
Fuck all people should be afraid of that.
Fuck the ATF. Fuck the LBG.
No, I would have respect for them if they weren't losers.
Exactly. I'm not even. Who gives a fuck if they're losers, bro?
I mean, okay, I use the wrong word. If they weren't people that did not deserve those jobs, they're not qualified. They're not morally qualified.
Why am I echoing?
Whoa, they're not. Wow, what was that? They're not qualified, man. They don't know the law. And
I mean, cops don't know the law, though. Cops don't even know the law.
That's terrible, too.
Right.
And they're following the same example.
I mean,
the people who put them in these positions,
the head of the
they don't want heroes. They want henchmen. They're criminals. These are domestic criminals. And they're trying to arrest people like you.
Oh, yeah, that's
for
definitely.
thoughts.
They're deporting people right now. Straight
Not
up,
for thoughts.
just for talking against Palestine and shit, bro. I seen him jump on the
Really?
camp. Yes.
Like that really happened?
Really happened. Yes, but they see there are
It's
people with their
about
green
Israel?
card. It's people with their green cards who are over here with
Those
visas,
Chilean citizens.
but they would have not got. They're in college. But since they went to a protest, now they're like, nah, fuck that, get out of here. We're revoking.
I know.
you.
Oh yeah,
that's bullshit.
It's that one guy.
Like that's bullshit,
He was on
bro.
But he wasn't a citizen. He was on a green card, and he wasn't just protesting against Israel. No. All right, like that's an easy thing. I had to look into that, dude. No, he did it. That dude couldn't help but to say death to America as often as he could wherever he was. Now I'm sorry, man. We're a bunch of dumbasses for paying for people like that to go to our schools. All right, and now we're rallying to support this motherfucker. No, we're not You can't deport a citizen. That fool had a green card. Dude, he's on an extended stay.
Right.
And the whole time he's at the extended stay, he's fucking up the whole Airbnb. Planting cameras on the toilets and shit.
Here we go. Look, this guy.
Well, we know we can't entrap.
Look,
I can't put the.
Let me get you. Let me string you down. You can see it, but they can't. This guy right here. We're gonna watch one of his videos just so you see the format. And you're gonna. I'm gonna try. I think 2 or 3. Let me go to the page. We'll speak on what I just told you. We're gonna start at. We'll just start at 2. We'll start at 1. I think you'll start explaining to it. And he's talking about him going undercover. Right.
Some of the outlaws just shooting the shit, guys at a bar. And then they had somebody kind of check me out in the bathroom. That was a little weird. This big jack dude named Scott Town, who I got to befriend and know very, very well through that case. Door swings open, and here he is, barrel-chested, big muscles. And then I see him eyeballing me and start to walk up. So for that split second, I'm thinking, I'm getting jacked. He's probably going to slam me or something. I'm just ready, preparing for anything. Well, he starts questioning me about where I've been, this, that, and the other. Don't bluff, because I did throw out some stuff. McAllen, Texas. He'd been to Brownsville. Greenville, South Carolina. He'd been to Spartanburg. He knew all the places I was talking. So had I been bluffing and not knowing what I was talking about, I probably could have blown it right then and there. For protection and safety, I got me. I don't have a gun. You know, I'm pretty sure I wasn't even wired that night.
You shouldn't.
Because me personally, I don't like to be wired in the beginning. I mean, if we would have started fighting, it's just been me fighting. You know,
That's right.
hopefully a cover
Walk
team
around
can
with
hear
your
me.
phone, your wire.
Listen, to be
You should have a cover team on you if you're out. A cover team would be like my case team, but they're a response team. You might have multiple response teams, and they may do
They'd fuck
shifts.
it up if it
But
wasn't.
for the outlaw case, it was basically me for the 2 years. It was basically me, the case agent, FBI case agent, who was a friend of mine, Massachusetts State Trooper, task force about them,
wanna find the
and
one
then it
more.
becomes, hey, we just carjacked somebody. So now they're saying, Tex, we got a hot car. We need to get rid of it. I'm like, okay, I'll get rid of it. So take that one. I started dropping breadcrumbs about the fact that I did used to be in the dope game, and I did have contacts in the cartel, but I got out of it because some of my boys got locked up and the heat was getting too close. In the Outlaws case, there wasn't a part where I was going to get taken down, but there were several times during that case I did get stopped by law enforcement as our team's surveilling me, and I'm getting questioned with outlaws in my car, and I'm getting browbeat by a state trooper, and I've got to stay in roll and hopefully not go to jail, you know, kind of thing. So if that would have happened on a case like that, I'd just go to jail. I wouldn't break cover. I'd let somebody come bail me out and we'll figure it out after that. But hell, it might even bolster my reputation with the outlaws, you know. The biggest lick, we came as a year and a half into the case. I'd laid out that I was actually involved in the drug game. And at that point, I'm like, oh, hell. Because being stripped in a basement at gunpoint is not a big deal if you're not wired.
No, it's not fun.
You're just naked. It's uncomfortable. It's cold. When you're wired,
Shit
it's a
all
big
over
deal.
yourself.
And
Freak everybody out.
I went to write my name down, Scott Calloway, and I couldn't remember my middle name. It's because I was having an adrenaline dump. I couldn't remember nothing. Everything I'm having the auditory exclusion. Everything's going woof, woof, real
I've
slow.
had that before. Have you ever
you
had
can feel
that
your-
before? That's weird,
Yeah.
bro. It's almost like you're
I thought it was a
dying,
stroke.
but you're not. It's weird.
Yeah, I thought I was good. I thought I was having a stroke.
Yeah, it's not a stroke. It's
When
like,
you
it's
see
like it's exactly what you said, an auditory adrenaline dump.
Yeah, it's a whoop, whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
whoop, yeah.
And
It's the adrenaline,
It
yeah.
flashes white on you. You ever see you can't see shit and everything goes
okay,
white?
so
Whoa.
the
Or
first
dark.
time
Whoa.
I was ever, so I was in a
I'll
position.
play
Let's
this
just say I was
one.
in a
Feel your
position
heart
of
beating,
leadership
your
of
hamstrings
command.
get rubbery.
Yeah, go ahead.
And
And I was trying to remember, I was going Scott Calloway, Scott Joseph Calloway, and I'm like, nope, that wasn't my middle name.
So my biggest fear when I was in any position
was another alias, and I'm going.
and when I'm positioned
And then I
to
do
be-
something that we train.
let's
I
use
have
the
no
term
idea
like
I
point
did.
man,
And it's
we're not gonna say
basically
team
distracting
leader,
techniques,
squad
also
leader,
trying to get
right?
information.
Yeah.
Must have been my
My biggest fear was showing fear.
and I
Yeah.
said,
right? Like I was afraid that I was
For weakness, right?
Like, my name and
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
for-
not just that.
Yell up to a probate and
I don't know. I
"Hey,
don't.
what else do you need
but,
from the website?" So now I'm doing active listening. I'm like, oh,
We got
okay, they're going to Google
so
search me.
I was
Back then, there was a
with
huge thing called whosarat.com.
mainly mercenaries, but they're and indigenous people, but there were some active, real
whosarat.com.
military in uniform.
Do you know there's a
Um,
Who's a
but they weren't a part of
Rat.com?
my operation,
Is there?
and we got
Go ahead.
fucking torn apart
Oh,
by RPGs fired at us
man.
at waist level and Chinese 109s. And it was rocket. And then it's not like when you're watching Black Hawk Down, they move like fucking bottle rockets.
yeah.
These fuckers are faster than bullets.
Yeah, of course.
And,
Rocket fuel.
that's when that's when I had the boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
thing,
different.
and
That's
shit
like a
went
sound
white.
barrier
Shit
break.
faded to white.
Oh.
And that could have been like me not getting enough oxygen into my brain or something like that.
Shock.
I was fairly well composed.
Your brain induced
But that was the first time that's happened.
life
to me.
review. What's that called? Your life flashed before your eyes.
Oh, I didn't have it.
Yeah.
Actually, I've never had that.
Nah, that's because it's upon death through DMT. You weren't dead. That's why it didn't happen. Did you know there's a rat list? Who's a rat.com?
Good.
I took my jacket, my shirt off. I took my boots off, and I dropped my pants and underwear down around my ankles.
Did I miss this?
And I did remember my middle name finally, and I wrote that down. I'm doing things like I'm talking. I'm at clothesline, and I'm like, and I'd have seen plastic on the floor. What the hell? I don't care how tough you are. 13 outlaws, you're downstairs. You got to get. Somebody accused me of being a Fed. I'd smash him in the mouth.
That's right.
And I looked at him and I said,
"That's right.
I'm not happy."
Listen, that's the biggest number undercover thing. If anyone ever calls you a cop and you don't punch them right in their fucking mouth, you know why? You are a cop. That is, listen, that is anywhere you go. If you are ever, for anyone who ever goes to jail, goes to prison, listen to me well. If anyone in prison ever, and you're not a rat, ever calls you a rat, you better get up off your ass and punch him right in his shit. I don't care how big he is. And that is for your protection.
Oh, yeah.
You might lose that fight. But you don't want yeah, man. Listen, some people, I'm afraid some people probably wouldn't do good in jail. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and
some of y'all do.
He looks right at it, but doesn't see it, and I'll pass.
I just want to go to the
20
military
hours.
group.
I wasn't depressed or
But
sick.
this guy,
I'll hook you up
how
with
about this? I'll let y'all see this
the
later. Go to Insider Fan and watch this fucking 18-part series. That's all I'm going to say. He's going to tell you the state of domestic violence, and it's a lot to show. Like, I could review this, like, if it was just me, but it's a lot because we've been on here an hour already. Go see this.
Really?
Yes. I'm going to show you the name of it, so it's on chat because you can't see it right now because of Tommy's head. But that's the page, guys. No, you're good. You can. I have to move it.
That was actually playing.
No, I have to move it. That's the name. Insider.fan. I'm a favorite this shit. Because this
Insider.fan.
Insider.fan.
OnlyFans top friend.
Or just go to the search bar and type FBI undercover agent, and you'll see the red background and all that, bro. I'm telling y'all, watch that shit, and you'll. Especially you, Tommy. Tell me if that shit real or fake. The shit he's talking about. That's all I'm gonna say because he gives the case logs. And
oh no, he's real. I mean, he's very like that.
Yeah, he's not in there trying to portray no psyop. He's just talking about things he's experienced. You know what I mean? And some of the takedowns, bro. When he talks about the sleeper cells, the Christian nationalists that are and taking over the fucking United States, bro.
Yeah.
He said some things worried him how in depth and how organized they were.
Yeah, you organize them.
Who?
Okay.
Us? You think that's us too?
Yeah, yes. All right.
So why can't if you know this?
So the ATF.
How would we go about dismantling them?
All right.
Safely.
Well, I cannot get into that.
I know you can't. I can't. But I can't wait to talk to you when I see you, because I can't wait to have ungarnered dialogue just out of hypotheticals, assertion. You know what I mean?
Ponderance.
Yeah, ponderance.
I saw that word yesterday. And I'm going to use that.
Right, because God.
This is my ponderance of perplexing, whatever.
Trying to sound smart when we're fucking blood-bringing idiots. You know what I mean?
I'm stupid.
Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm dumb as hell.
So,
I'm just a fanatic. Yeah, I mean, don't take anything I say. I'm not smart. If you watch me and listen to me, you're smart as me. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm not smart.
You have intelligence agencies watching you for their personal recreation.
Don't tell me that. I got something made content. Listen, I'm America first. I'm people first.
I want to know about it.
Yeah.
I came into the room and someone said, "Hey, yo, dude, do you have a TikTok?"
Listen, I was smoking weed and I just started.
I'm not fucking with that Chinese shit. And then he's all like, yo.
They don't realize everything's Chinese.
Well, no, I knew that, but that was just what you said, This is why you turn it down. That's like the narrative everybody gives. And the thing is 90% of the people who say that secretly have a TikTok.
Yeah, facts.
Man, we live in a stupid world.
Let's go. Hit it.
Did you hear the dark story behind Space Jam?
We got a dark story theory. Sure, go ahead, get to me. Get me on the way out. Sure, hit me up.
Oh, I just want to ask Siri if you knew.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. I thought you had something.
Well, it's dark enough that the soundtrack came from R. Kelly.
I certainly.
fucking.
I search things like that. I showed a video. You said you want to talk about dark theory. Watch this.
Okay.
Yeah. You know 77 Truther?
Yeah.
That's the
Because
homie.
you
I'ma
mentioned
get
him, I just reached out to him
Yeah, I'm gonna get him on
yesterday.
here.
He two-headed me before. I had no idea and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him on here.
Wait a minute, no. Someone else two-headed me, but he let me know he's watching my shit before.
Yeah. He knows who you are. I mean, we're pushing love and shit. We're just pushing against the machine.
I need to learn.
Yeah.
Not learn.
He knows it. He's
more
an
people.
expert of entomology. The entomologies of things. That's what he specializes in.
Oh, okay.
And you know what I mean? If you ever want to like, categorize it, that's what it is. The entomologies. That's what it. That's
There's a
what his-
lot of witchcraft in etymology.
Yes, absolutely. That's why. Exactly. That's why he speaks about the things he speaks on. Like,
Glory be to God.
let me show you.
All laws are rooted in the occult. All, dude. We don't have to change the 10 Commandments. Have no fucking arguments over that. This shit is the same. All 10 are the same everywhere. Why do we need to
Glory be to God.
outdo the other side with a
Yep, you
fucking
see it?
lawyer to out-friend the judge so we can out-politic everybody
It's
else?
all bureaucracy, bro. Look at the
Yeah, it's just we make new laws all day, every day.
It's all
I'm a
bureaucracy.
lawmaker.
Listen to his etymology and tell me if he's lying. If you want to hear some dark humor,
We need to poop.
it's something like that.
That's the
Glory be to God. Winnie the Pooh. Wiener in the.
Oh, come on.
Thank you.
Hold on, I gotta get the homie back. There we go. I had to get you back on. All right, here we go.
Destro Tushimi.
I got you. Hold on, right here we go.
Fuck.
Glory be to God.
Glory
Winnie
to God.
the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
Wiener in the. Thank you.
Yep.
Right? I'm wrong. It's not pussy and booty. Puss in boots. There's a snake in my
Marketed to
butt
children.
boot. That's your boy Woody. Isn't that also a pineal gland reference? Happiness,
Hanks was
happy
pedophile.
penis. He was definitely not called Geppetto in Pinocchio. That's a stretch. It's a reach right there. Little Mermaid.
Going nose.
Areola. Ariel. That's a stretch. And then Rocky, being rock hard, concrete, and ball wrinkle.
Ball
Ball wrinkle. Anyhow, I want to get to the video. Mad Honey. Produced principally in Nepal and Turkey, where it is used both as traditional medicine and a recreational. So, other than the pineal gland reference, my dude is obsessed with honey. The drink of the gods, the sweet nectar. Fair to say. I mean, it goes on and on. Everything is honey. Honey, I'm home.
Now, I paused to hear said this earlier on my chat because I showed this. I said, don't you think it's funny in all old cartoons or any TV show or whatever, there's always a character that looks high. And this one, it's Eeyore. Eeyore's the druggie. Sesame Street had not only someone high, they had someone homeless. You had Snuffleupagus, who was a straight junkie. Snuffleupagus.
They have an HIV positive transgender Sesame Street Muppet now.
They got a man sleeping in a trash can outside promoting fucking homelessness.
Oh, that
It's
already
crazy
happened.
work, bro. That's crazy.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. If bees feed off enough of rhododendron nectar, the mud red honey they produce is said to have a sharp scent, bitter taste, and a trippy high.
Yep.
The etymology of his name is fair and pure, white and smooth, soft happiness. Rather an onomatopoeia, right?
Oh, yeah.
Puff, poo. It's Puff the Magic Dragon. It's Pooh Bear. It's not talking about the panda.
All animals get drugged.
They're always talking about the adrenaline.
All animals get high.
There's a lot of animals that do this.
Look at all these animals that get high. Look at it. Dolphin and the pufferfish. Right? Bighorn sheep get high. Wallabies get high. Cows and goats get high. Monkeys get high. Bees get high. There's more. The reindeers and mushrooms get high. Bro, cats get high. There's more in this. Like, there's a lot of animals that seek.
I've gotten high with animals. Yeah.
Allegedly.
No, I knew they were high.
You're an asshole.
We're not the only one.
It's so crazy. I can't wait to
It
talk
wasn't
to
on
you,
purpose.
dude. I can't wait to talk to you, bro. I can't wait to see everybody on the trip.
Glory be to
Also, I'm gonna be contacting because we're at the week. It's May. I will be calling the people that need to get their money in. Y'all know who you are. I will be calling you, so don't be like, oh, I'm bugging you. No, I gave you all time, and we gotta set this up because we need to get paid.
You should do property management.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. I mean, it's $130 for 4 days. We got to make the payment. It's not me. You know what I mean? I've gotten people's payments, but there's like 4 of y'all. I got to go talk 5 with Tommy. Tommy's going to send mine after. Tommy's sending me this after the show, though. But, you know, right? Right, Tom? Right, Tommy?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You can find people getting killed in operations on a fucking
right?
Facebook wall.
Bro, I don't trust nothing. I hate social media nowadays.
No, Facebook is more intimate. It's like your immediate.
Yeah, it's supposed
circle.
to be for people that know you in actual life.
So if it's your immediate circle, exactly. So when you find out people just got killed on an operation,
right. Facebook's an address.
It shouldn't be from the fucking goddamn wall.
Bro. Like when my friend died, I posted that on my Facebook because a lot of people on my Facebook didn't know, and they all knew who Chrissy was. That's to me, family. You know what I mean? Shout out Chrissy, R.I.P. I think she visited me not too long ago to make sure I'm all right. I swear to God.
Man,
I'm into
these posts are being put together by administrative fucks that don't know any of us.
Listen, I seen a post put up there where a married couple, the wife posted her husband having an affair on her with the school teacher. And she made the post all about the school teacher and how he caught them to and how she's a terrible homewrecker. And not said one bad thing about the husband. Why the fuck are you putting all your dirty laundry out on Facebook? Keep some things in the house. Don't tell the world that you basically are mad at a woman and not the man who end up having an affair on you, you dumb weirdo.
Hey, speaking of putting your business out,
what?
There's this post from a dude that said, "So much for family, abandoning me," and then his mom commented and said, "I kicked you out because the girl you impregnated was your 13-year-old sister." And we're all reading this shit. Yeah.
You should have just shut the fuck up. See, that's what happened. Yo, sometimes, guys, it's best to be
But it's not one of my Facebook people's.
Yeah.
This is on one of those videos that clowns people's posts.
Yeah. Somebody let Kimmy know I will unblock her. So if you message her, just say I got yeah, she did some bullshit, but I love her. I just had to get mad. Tell her I'll talk to her. When I talk to her, I will unblock her. Just right now, she got it. You know what I mean? Because I know she's sorry. And, you know, she probably, you know what I mean, she's a woman. She didn't see it. I still love her. Again, I'm friends with all my exes. So if someone can message her, she's still dumb as hell. But I love her. And I'll unblock her.
The only exes I'm not friends with are the ones I'm fucking
just real
terrified
shit. One of y'all would let her know, like, yo, Dre said he'll unblock you. Just give him a minute. He still loves you. He's just mad at you. He needs to make you suffer. I'm a real one. You know what I mean? We're going to have a conversation, though. Not today, though. That doesn't mean that, listen, I will contact you. You know what I mean?
Well, so
one of y'all will do it. I don't know who it will be. Amber will probably do it for me. I know she will. She's a rider.
Hey, what do you think of this idea, right? I pull an AOC and run as a Democrat in some random dumb fuck district that'll just elect me for the sake of it. And then as soon as I'm elected, I pull a publicity stunt of
I would love to run. Do you think we could prop me up? Do you think you could prop me up to win and me spit my rhetoric?
We'll start our own political party.
I think they'll try to unlock me,
mushroom party.
You know what? Fuck that. We're doing that, yo. And we're going up. Dre Sparks for president, bro. You know what I mean? Because felons can run for president, so who gives a fuck? And I'm going to spit my rhetoric. Let's get a campaign going, all TikTok and social media based. We're going to talk.
Oh, I'm not thinking about it.
I'll take my life. No, for me, nigga.
I'm weaseling my way into politics. It's a different. I was supposed to be groomed for this shit. That's the words they use, and I was like, I don't like that word groom. I don't like word groom.
Well, somebody will talk to me. Listen, bro,
no.
People, what's the name just got home? I'm gonna get up off here because we're about to eat.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, when you're still free, right? Because I might want to go on later on the night.
Yep. No, I'm gonna do a little.
You always call me when I'm asleep.
Go do the thing and then throw that shit.
Okay, all right, do that.
Oh, and lately I've been I'm in so many situations where I can't even look at my phone.
Yeah.
Because people either think that,
First of all.
oh, that's a risk, or I'm not paying attention to the important things that.
Nah, I got you. It is what it is, bro. Hey, great live, bro. Do you ever watch our lives back over? You can be,
Yeah, I have.
you could be clipping this and put it on your page.
Embarrassed by myself.
Don't, bro.
When I did that,
don't
I don't
be
like
that
how
way.
I behaved.
So, bro, don't be that way. I got teeth missing and shit, bro. Be you. It's the information. It's not what you look like, bro. No one's thinking at you and saying you're a weirdo. They understand you got your own trauma. They understand you got life experience because of what you experienced. So therefore, that's just cause and effect. No one's judging you. If anything, there's more empathy for you and even more compassion that you have the heart and the know-it-all to come out and just talk and be the way you are. You're remorseful. It's a fucking badge of honor, bro. It really is. And your purpose has nothing to do with what you look like. You know what we're doing, bro. You know what this is. You know what I mean? It's good versus evil. That is it. That is it. We just finally woke up and decided to pick the good side because that's just who we are. I love all of y'all, man. Give them a message, man. Give them a 1 minute message. I always end with a message. You got to give some words of wisdom. You got 6 seconds. Go.
And today, focus on one thing,
Yeah.
which is fucking nothing but what makes you feel aligned with, well, the creator that made you and the love that is dropped all around you.
Talk to him.
Be aware of that.
Hallelujah.
Connect the dots that you didn't create you and that which
message.
Created you
Message. That's actually
also
good.
loves you.
That's good.
And so if you know that you could fill your cup for the day with that, you don't need to spend what you don't have. Meaning you don't need a fucking
present.
incur no karmic debt.
Right. Be present, man.
And if we could be present, if I could accept everything as the reality for what it is that cannot be changed in any way, then I will have the acceptance for a foundation needed from which to manifest from. Because if you don't have that foundation and you're busy like planting seeds here, planting seeds there, you're just manipulating. You're just living in a state of being full of shit.
You go 13-stepper.
That's right.
If you know, you know. What's the 13th step? I was a 13th stepper. Nah, you know what the 13th step is. It's when you go to meetings to go get coochie. Or
that's not why. That's just a byproduct.
That is the 13th step. When you go to a 12-step program, they're like, oh, here's the 13th step.
We're about to launch the 13thstep.com.
I was a mean 13th stepper.
It's going to be a serious resource for anybody who wants to date somebody that's in a 12-step recovery program.
Word. I love all you guys, man. Stay blessed. Be a service in any way you can. And Tommy, send me that motherfucking money, man. You got an hour and a half. I love you. Send me that shit. I need to get high. I love
you.
y'all.
For a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway.
It's the biggest rock I ever seen. Just something you don't know about me, Joe Rogan. I smoke rocks.
I smoke rocks.
I smoke rocks. I smoke rocks.
Red Bull. Cocaine in a can.
Is that a cockroach? Is that a cockroach?
Is that a cockroach?
Delicious.
Just pretend it's mine.
Yeah. I suck dick all the time in my line of profession. It's like the first time. Tastes like chicken. Remember that shit? Yeah. I love y'all, man.
You know how Tyrone became Tyrone?
Tyrone Biggums. Remember Clayton Bigsby?
Clayton Bigsby?
The black blind white supremacist. Yeah. I almost said the word. Oh my God. White power. And my daughters. White power.
Anybody's gonna be fucking my sister. It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me.